was your mama crab from my famous TV, so let's subscribe to this channel. No share update via about Chirawa again. At the Afan, we didn't say we could film Nigeria. So Nigeria for the empire, but they said Senkomo in Nigeria for because of near maybe a one that's a cool before. The more fashion, Garcia, Mugu, and any man maybe a more casual. And I'm so this answer about Bonti and what you said. Me very sad and disappointed about our monko for any media. Almost so so I show speed by how we go more say I feel so how Ghana for welcome me no Ghana for ball or culture and any other. So a lot of Nigerians empire bo as so any saying come Ghana for and come pepper according to and someone and also to me I will to Gambia the same I remember
invite me into their homes. They offer me food, a place to sleep with no expectations, just pure kindness. And that same hospitality opened doors I never imagined. Meeting the Vice President of Ghana, speaking to 35,000 people at a convention, and being welcomed by communities like family. But the best thing that Ghana has shown me so far is how beautiful the world becomes when we choose to welcome, to help, and to care.
Yeah. I told you guys here a couple of weeks back that President John Dramani Mahama of Ghana is a smart leader who on a low key is busy implementing changes in his country and taking Ghana from that lower level which we knew back in 2024 to a height where we've not seen in so many years. Guys, remember last year when he came to power, he started by doing what? Creating the gold board. The gold board's mission was to make sure they channel all the artisanal mined gold in Ghana towards the gold board. Everything would go through the gold board. If you want to purchase gold, you go through the gold board. That was the mission. And they had tremendous success last year, 2025. What has he done this year? The president has moved one step further in the mining industry. His government has come up with this initiative where the gold board has signed an agreement with Ghana's Gold Coast refinery. And this initiative is stating that from February 1st, 2026, every gold mined in Ghana, be it from artisanal or large-scale gold producers, would be refined in Ghana. The value of that gold would be added locally, and it states that Gold Coast has the capacity to refine the gold to up to 99.9%. Guys, this is crazy. And the agreement states that Gold Coast refinery would refine at least 1 metric ton of gold per week. When you do a rough calculation, it means that Ghana alone for 2026 would be able to refine close to 50 tons of gold in Ghana locally. Do you know what that means? It means a lot of revenue for the country. It means that, guys, for those who still do not want to keep partisan politics aside and start to look at the reality, look at a good leader and what he is doing for the country, then I really don't know what I can tell my Ghanaian brothers and sisters who still cling to partisan politics instead of prioritizing a leader who wants to take the country to the top. I think President John Dramani Mahama deserves a great shout out, and we say shout out to you, sir. We would continue to support these kind of initiatives because that is exactly what Africa wants. We don't want politicians who come and make a lot of noise and have nothing to show for. We want people who get up in the morning and find ways to show people doings, to show people action, what is going on. That is what Africa wants, and that is what we, the youths of Africa, really want to see from our leaders, and not moving around making a whole lot of noise with nothing to show for. Kudos to President John Dramani Mahama. Kudos to smart Ghanaians who understand that he is doing well and they are supporting his initiatives on a daily basis.
There is a good news about Nigeria, guys. It's not always bad news every time. Let's listen to this video and learn one or two.
I don't have much. How many? 6 a.m. We just came down from our plane. There's no lights.
That is the international airport in Nigeria, Lagos International Airport, as early as 5:58 a.m. That is approximately 6 o'clock in the morning. The first point of entry, there is no lights. There is no electricity, and you people will have the effrontery, the audacity to say that content creators are demarketing Nigeria. Imagine foreigners coming into your country. There is no light. They won't even be able to see, to carry their luggage. Their luggage won't even come out, because for that thing to be on and roll to bring out their luggage, you need electricity to power it. That is international airport in Nigeria. And let me remind you that Mr. Festus Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation, right? The aviation department in Nigeria and aerospace were given over 80 billion naira allocation in 2026 allocation. About 87 billion. That is the allocation for them. But an international airport don't have lights. Mind you, I have experienced that in Owerri in 2024. In Owerri Airport, there was no light. I had to use my mobile phone, the touch light on my mobile phone, to see the toilet in order to ease myself. I couldn't even ease myself because it was all messy. The floor was full of wee-wee, full of manually on the floor. I couldn't get in. You know the roller where they bring out your luggage, where it wasn't working. When the people bring out the luggage, yeah, there was a broken space there. From there, they will bend down and bring the luggage into the hall where we were waiting for our luggage. Then they will call your name. You come and confirm and take your luggage. There was no lights in Owerri Airport. So you see things like that. I have seen it before in Nigeria, but I have never ever in my life believed it can happen in an international airport. Now, people like Rain or Mockery will tell you that you should stop demarketing Nigeria. If an international airport can be seen at that state. See, there's power shortage. It happens in every country. Don't get me wrong. Power shortage do happen, but not places like airports. Because when it happens, there should be an alternative. There's always a backup plan because they need constant electricity. But it's a shame though. It's a shame that this things happen in 2026. I will still call these motherfuckers politicians. These people are criminals, man. These law are criminals. They need to be jailed for life. That's where they belong. Mr. Festus Keyamo, you can actually do better.
One of the problems here in Nigeria, right, is tribalism. Hausa don't like Igbo, Igbo don't like Yoruba, Yoruba don't like Hausa, and things like that. If this particular problem is not resolved, Nigeria will continue to suffer until eternity, until this problem is realized and fixed. Okay, now, I'll tell you one thing. If you look at Ghana very well, when Aisho Speed came to Africa, right, and he was touring all the African countries, right, one of the most embarrassing countries that he visited was Nigeria. And one of the most glorified countries he visited was Ghana. Do you know why? When he came to Ghana, Ghanaians took their time, organized themselves very, very well, and did what? And they promoted their culture to him. For they know his platform carries so much power, so much weight, that the whole world is watching. What did they promote? Their culture, their heritage. They won't say, oh, in 2026, they're wearing foreign clothes. No, they're wearing kente. They are doing the rituals. You see, they are giving him Ghanaian name, doing the traditional rituals. They won't say, oh, it's Christianity, oh, it's Islam. What he went to, they didn't say, oh, it's Ghan community, oh, it's Hausa community. No, they promoted their culture as they should. Okay, Kenya did the same thing. Benin Republic did the same thing. South Africa did the same thing. But what did Nigerians do? Begging for money. Begging for money. And now we'll be saying that the government is our problem. We are also part of the problem. We are also part of the problem. Now tell me, when he was in Nigeria, the only native thing he actually did was wear the Yoruba what's it called, outfit, and that was it. That was it. What else did he do? Roaming on the street, roaming everywhere and everything. The first thing when he came to Ghana, they took him, make sure he experienced. Look at the people that give him massage. They could wear uniform of the company, but they were wearing kente, right? They had even they sing that song, so they are doing that, they are massaging him, plenty girls massaging him. They were singing in the native language, wearing kente, promoting shea butter. Promoting what? Shea butter, because Ghana produces one of the largest shea butter in the world. Ghana does. Kente is originated from Ghana. That is their native way. Now, if you go to America, you easily see a white man using kente as a tie. You get it? Ghanaians take their culture wherever they go. Why Nigerians tend to drop their culture wherever they go? When they're outside Nigeria, they see other nationality as a threat to them. They are jealous of them. They are envious of them. They don't want me to progress. If it is in your head, you see energies attracting that towards you. But if you have it in your head that nobody is my enemy, I don't have anybody that's in competition with me, your life will be so smooth. Because nobody is against you. Nobody, absolutely nobody. It's all in your head. I understand. See, I understand. That when you're in Nigeria, police will bother you, SARS will bother you, ESCC will bother you, Curtis will bother you, a whole lot of things. Robbers will rob you at late night hours. But once you're out of Nigeria, please, brother, relax. 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 Well, I hope you get better. And I hope Nigeria gets better.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will.